Hey peeps, right, note from the universe for November 11th, and it goes as follows. I don't know if that's English when I'm saying that, but we'll go with it. Do you know how most people get jobs they love, peeps? They first loved the job they had, and everyone noticed. And I do mean everyone, the universe. Then it goes on to say, the same goes for most people, peeps, who get cars they love, homes they love, people they love, and bodies they love. This really struck a chord with me because I mean, you guys remember the Biggest Loser audition tape that I made? Well, video. And how I went out for the Biggest Loser. And I was absolutely in a state of self-loathe. Self-loathing? Self-loathe? I think it has to be loathing. Anyway, through making that video, I actually attracted my girlfriend. I actually brought her into my life as a friend. And I wouldn't be in Michigan if I hadn't made that video. So it's kind of interesting how the universe really does work in mysterious ways. Or you could say God works in mysterious ways. However you want to word it, I believe that the force is the same. Now, I'm in a period right now where I've been hovering around 200 pounds for weeks. And I haven't really been treating my body like it's one that I love. It's not to say that I've been like, I don't know. I haven't been like, I've always said, like, when you know better, you should do better. And I know better than I'm doing, is what I'm saying. And still, I'm not doing it. So that tells me that I don't love myself right now. And how can anybody else love you when you don't love yourself? And it's interesting because I say that I want these things, but am I doing what I can from where I am, everything that I can from where I am to get them? Well, not really. And it's that level of accountability that's both uncomfortable and necessary for growth. Dave Ramsey says, and I wouldn't know about Dave Ramsey if Ange hadn't told me about him. When the pain of sameness is great enough, you'll change. My body's not excruciating, but I am in extreme emotional discomfort right now. I'm not saying I'm going to jump off a bridge, so don't panic, peeps. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not in a good place right now. And by law of attraction, I need to stop saying that. But first I have to acknowledge it. And then I have to look at, well, what am I doing that is directly causing or relating to the place that I'm in? Okay, I'm not eating every few hours. Thus, my blood sugar is dipping way too low. And I'm like extremely agitated. I'm not staying hydrated enough. And I'm not even taking the valerian and the 5-HTP that I know helps regulate my moods. And that's just a natural supplement. It's like a vitamin. So those are a few things right there, 3 things right there that I am not doing. And the discomfort has gotten to a point where I no longer can stand the sameness. So I'm going to make a change. And that choice is me choosing to love myself enough to do what might not necessarily be easy, but what is necessary. And I guess that's kind of why this note struck me, is because literally going to work for me right now is not fun. But I'm going to go to work and do the best job that I can and find things to love about my job. and know that that energy will attract what I really want. Literally, when I'm working at the oil shop and somebody pulls in to one of our bays and they have an animal in their car, what just happened? My page just jumped. No, close current tab. What just happened? Oh, I'm still recording. Okay, I don't know what happened. When somebody pulls in and they have a dog in their car, literally I like melt. And my whole energy changes just because I'm around that dog. That tells me something. That's where my happiness is. And that's what I need to go after. So that's what I'm going to do. It's interesting. It's interesting how when circumstances get to the right place, the next step of your path is illuminated. And usually it's just as your foot's ready to land on it. And you're like, oh, you have that moment of clarity, like, duh, of course that's the right decision. Of course that's what I need to do next. But you have to practice in order to be able to start seeing it. Because it took me years to know, okay, this is how it works. This is how the law of attraction works. This is how thoughts become things. Literally. And I've seen it happen time and time again. I've seen it work. So the first step is being grateful for where you are. And that's going to take a lot of practice for most of us. You know, you can say, like, oh, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for this, I'm thankful for this, and I'm thankful for this. But are you really feeling that warmth, that gratitude in your heart for what you have? I'm getting ready to pay my consumer's bill, which is my power bill, my energy bill. And I'm so thankful for my job right now because I can pay that bill. And that is a real and true warm sense of gratitude that I have. And that's what I'm talking about. That real gratitude, that heartfelt gratitude. It's like the difference between you're at a restaurant and the waiter brings you a refill of your drink and you're like, thanks. And you keep eating. And it's the difference is between, like, when you look at that waiter and you're like, thank you, thanks for bringing me that. The difference is that real undercurrent of energy. And if it's not there, you're not in sync with the universe and attracting things based on that gratitude. I consider it as like, you know, those old school games where you would play and you would have to collect things and then a door would unlock. Actually, that's pretty much any game you play. You have to unlock all the doors and then things flow. I'm recording just so you know. She's like, oh God. Oh geez. Anyway, so that's pretty much how I feel about it. And it's interesting how they say everyone noticed. They first loved the job they had and everyone noticed. Because no matter how bad it is, you can find something to be grateful for. And if you can't, it's my belief that you're not being accountable enough and really being real. It's my belief that if you can't find something to be grateful for, that you're in victim mode and you need to look at that. So, and that's a hard thing to hear. It's a hard thing to say, but it is true. I'm going to end this and move on to the next note, but much love, and I hope that you guys are safe, happy, and warm. Much love and peep out.